Well, speaking of New York, Max B is out. 59 years early. Now, I interviewed Gina Conway, who was the co-defendant on this case.
I saw that.
What'd you think of the interview?
I think she's slow.
I think she's probably on the spectrum somewhere.
Yeah, she does not seem like she has any intelligence in there whatsoever. Not to like diss her, I'm just giving you my honest opinion. Like, she seems very, and then, damn, what's his name from Philly? You've been interviewing him.
Oskino?
He made a real good point because they were trying to be like, all right, Max is the one that gave up her location. And he made the point, why would he give up her location when you know the female is the first to fold? Makes zero sense. Because I was thinking about it, because I remember they were trying to say he snitched, like he told them where she works at, da-da-da, and I was like, well, what is the context of that situation? Because if they're like, yo, all right, what do you do for work? Oh, I do YouTube. Where's your girl work? Oh, she works at the club. Okay, well, da-da-da. But it's like, he's like, oh yeah, you go find her over here, and then she just tells them everything. Because Max must have known that she's not all the way there, so it's like, I don't know, the whole thing was weird.
Yeah, I mean, look, she said on camera that when she was arrested, the arresting officer told her that Max B told them where she was located, and he actually took the stand and said that on the stand as well.
Well, I was going to Sin City actually because I wanted to meet Max there because I needed some money, and he knew I was coming there, and it was said that he helped the police catch me. That's what one of the detectives said, and on the stand.
According to WAC, this is in the paperwork, Max saying something to the point of that he had already assisted the investigation by giving them her location, which is what justified them lowering his time later on. That's what WAC was saying.
Just there. Wingate also argues that the court erroneously failed to find any mitigating factors. Specifically, he argues that his conduct was the result of circumstances unlikely to recur because he would have nothing more to do with Conway. Conway is the female.
Gina Conway. I interviewed her.
Yeah, that was it. Okay. He also argues that he cooperated with law enforcement authorities by helping them locate Conway.
Right.
How would that lower his time later on if he did that initially?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the whole thing is convoluted because, Oskino brought up a very good point also. He said, well, if Max got his time lowered by testifying against Pooh Sims, who was the actual shooter, Pooh Sims is already doing life plus 30 years. What does that get them?
Why would he have to cooperate against the other guy if they both already sentenced already?
Well, how do you go from 75 years to 20?
I'm saying, but if he already got life, what do you testifying against him about? You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, say I got 75 years.
I see what you're saying. What's the win?
Yeah, what's the win? You got life already. I got 75 years. What am I telling you about what? You got life already. What the fuck am I telling you about?
Yeah, what new information could you have given them that would make it any worse for anyone else? And why would Pooh Sims wait until you're about to come home to start dropping all this shit if he's had it the entire time?
Yeah, I don't know. I spoke to Pooh Sims. He wants to do an interview. I'm
sure he does.
Yeah, I mean, he's maintaining his innocence, but it's a little hard to do when you killed someone in front of 3 witnesses. And there's surveillance footage in the hotel and so forth. I mean, people were like saying, oh, Vlad is messing up Pooh Sims' chance to come home with this interview. I'm like, I don't know about that. I don't think I'm making any type of difference in this particular case. But, so from your point of view, how did Max B go from 75 years to 20 years, which ultimately turned to 16?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't really understand it. Unless they just feel like they over fucking sentenced them. Cause like he had a whole bunch of motions and this and that, and like they start fighting like different angles and whatever. He's been down for mad long. He's not the one that actually pulled the trigger. He wasn't even at the scene when anything happened. The initial situation that was supposed to happen turned into a different situation. So it's like, that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Gina, you really get a really good sense of how letting other people tell you what to do could just spiral out of your control. And next thing you know, you're involved in some things that you had no idea that you got yourself into. Like, I don't think that she was the mastermind of this robbery murder.
I don't think she's the mastermind of anything, but you can tell that she knew what she was participating in. Hey, these guys got some money. I see they got some money. All right, we'll go get the money. She didn't know somebody's brains were gonna get blown out in front of her, but she knew what she was getting involved in. She knows she's a stripper, not a nurse. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then when shit goes south, she's the first one to tell on everybody.
Yeah, the way she described it was crazy because her and Pooh Sims took a car service to the hotel, and as they're going up the elevator, Pooh Sims is putting on gloves, pulling out duct tape. He's got a gun on him. They get into the room, and he makes her duct tape everybody. So she's involved in the kidnapping. And if you think about it, we talked about this on camera. Like, I don't think she was really wanted to do any of this stuff, to be honest. And definitely didn't want to be involved in the murder. But at the point that she saw someone get killed right in front of her, she's got a bunch of stuff that's worthless. She has like maybe $200 worth of items. All she had to do was go to the police and say, listen, this is what happened. Here are the items. I was forced to go along with it. I'm not trying to participate in this moving forward. I'll tell you exactly who's involved. She could have potentially gotten probation or maybe 5 years. But instead, she's moving stolen items from location to location, and now she's part of the whole murder robbery. You see a guy putting on gloves, pulling out a gun, rope, duct tape, you have a pretty good idea what the next step is. Why not just say, okay, I don't want to have anything to do with this, and just run out the door and figure it out?
Because I was scared of Calvin and I was scared of the gun. I'm not used to being around guns like that. Like, I don't know. He never even said one thing to me. Like, he was very cold. I don't know if he was going to shoot me. He's basically telling me to do something and there's a gun in my face.
Yeah, man. You got a person who's not the brightest, who's a stripper, who's in love with this rapper, not the most logical person, and now you're doing 16 years of prison.
No.
Yeah, man. So did Max B cooperate or no?
I mean, I don't think he did. It just doesn't make sense to me. What do you think?
It's hard to say. It can go either way. Because look, he had French Montana that continued to be like a superstar that was probably financing the defense and everything else like that. So you had real lawyers, you had real motions. And, there's probably some sort of, he wasn't there. They're saying that he did send the two people to go do it, and that does make sense, but he wasn't actually there. So if there's a retrial, maybe it might go a different type of way. Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, I would point out, okay, so Shorty just did what, 15, 16 years?
Yeah.
How many years did Max B do?
I think a little longer.
So
No, she got 16 years. I think she did 13. And Max B got 20, reduced, and he ended up doing 16. So 3 years after she got out.
Okay, so that's how I would have looked at it. Like, she did 13 years. She duct taped them. One of them got shot. She grabbed all the shit. I wasn't even there. She already served her time, so you can be like, she's already free. Why am I still in here? I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's
Good point.
you know what I mean? I don't think he gives a fuck either way, though.